I'm gonna check my phone in a minute and see if we're actually there, if anybody's logged on, if this is working. I'm Nanine, welcome. We're continuing our Pro Club series at home. Today we're going to do a Vinyasa yoga with a core warm-up and a challenge, a daily challenge for those of you who want to accept it. So we have, let's see, if you're here with me live today, we still have about 3 minutes or so before we're going to start class. You'll need a mat or some non-slip surface, and you're going to want space around you because we'll be reaching off the sides of the mat today. Also, if you have blocks and you want blocks, or if you want something at the top of your mat, if you have balance challenges, I know I do, especially on the rug. My best day on a normal floor, I balance challenges. Add a thick rug and home quarantine and the balance is terrible. So if you want to put a chair or a step stool, I just put down my blocks at the top of your mat, whatever's going to be the top of your mat. So we're coming on soon. Let me check on the login status and then we'll get started. Oh, one other thing. If we're going to be doing a bind behind the back today, so if you know that you're too tight through your shoulders to take a bind with your hands, if you have a towel, washcloth, strap, that will be very comfortable because we want to make sure that the shoulders are open when we take a bind. So get what you need and I'll be right back. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Stacy Mom. All right, so one more thing to talk about. We have about 60 seconds before we begin. We will begin on our backs today. And if you've never done class with me before, welcome. Listen to your body. And what I would ask you to do today is I'm going to try to give you lots and lots of options. And maybe you choose the easier option today if you haven't been regularly exercising or if you're new to yoga. If you've been practicing every day and you're solid in your practice, then feel free to add in anything you want. Make this the challenge that you need for today. Just remember your joints should never hurt. If something hurts in a joint, adjust, modify, back off, maybe don't come so deep in your stance. And I will try to give you ideas of how to take care of your joints as we move through whenever I can. A little tricky guessing what you're doing when I can't see you. All right, so the challenge part, the daily bonus challenge is, I don't know about you, but I've been sort of slipping into this world of less activity and more poor food choices. So rather than waiting till the gym is open again, I'm going to start today. I'm going to start today by committing to every day trying to do the first 10 minutes of this tape of today's workout. We're going to start with some breath work, some stretches, and some core. And my suggestion is aim for 10 minutes. If you do 5, beautiful. That's 5 minutes more that you didn't have before you started. And you'll build on that every day so that when we start back to the gym, your core is going to be strong and solid. And we all want that, right? So before you come down onto your back, or as you come down onto your back, I want you to think about lengthening your low back. So your tailbone, when I say drop your tailbone, I mean lengthen the low back, pull the belly in, so you're activating your transverse abdominals. That is key to your core work. If your low back arches and comes off the floor, the whole musculature changes and you won't accomplish what you want to accomplish. So please come down onto your backs. Knees bent, feet flat. For now, there probably will be space behind your back. Don't worry about it. Just allow that to be. Turn your focus to your breath. You can close your eyes or come to a soft focus. And just find some deep inhales and exhales. I'm just going to start our music. You just continue to focus on your breath. Excuse me. So as you're breathing, don't force anything, just notice your breath. Allow your diaphragm to rise, allow your belly to lift as you inhale. And then as you exhale, gently allow your diaphragm to fall back down toward the earth, toward your spine. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Twice more. Inhale. Lifting, filling, diaphragm rises, shoulders are soft. And then exhale, let your diaphragm fall back down toward the earth. One more time. Inhale, deep, deep, deepest cleansing breath yet. And as you exhale, gently press your low back down to the mat. Close your lips. Continue with that same deep breath in and out, but starting now, please press your low back down into the floor. Toe heel your feet apart to the width of the mat. Let your arms be to the side, wherever's comfortable. Now allow both knees to windshield wiper to the right. Release your abdominals for now. Don't worry, we'll turn them on shortly. Just breathe. If you want a little more sensation now, take your right ankle over your left thigh and just allow this gentle twist to flow through your body. Just be at ease, easy breath, coming to our grounded parasympathetic body. Release your right foot down to the floor if you crossed it. With an exhale, engage your core, your Uddiyana Bandha. Pull your hips and knees to center. Press your low back down. With your next inhale, let both knees windshield wiper to the left. Take a moment, check in with your shoulders. Let your collarbones be wide, your heart space open. If you want to cross your left ankle over your right thigh, just breathe and let the legs be heavy. With your next exhale, gently release your left foot down. Belly to spine, draw everything back to center. Now moving on the breath. Inhale, knees go to the right. Exhale, belly to spine, hips and pelvis and knees to center. Inhale, left, heart stays open. With your exhale, pull back to center. So we're moving a little more dynamically now, starting to build on some circulation. Back to center, inhale left. Hips back to center with your exhale. One more time each side. Feel free to move at your own pace. I'm cueing a pace that might not match your breath. You do you, always do you. This is your last one. Next time your hips come back to center, pause here. Toe heel your feet together. Now you're going to roll your knees to the right, just to a hover. Don't touch the floor. Keep your shoulders down. Exhale, center. So you may feel a little more engagement through the core. Knees go to the left. Exhale, center. Pause here. Hands to your inside your hip bones. Lift your head and shoulders. Chin toward your throat. No chicken chins. Chin tucks in. Lift your right knee. Look at the scooped out belly. Lower it down. Lift your left leg. Lower it down. Take your fingers to your head for support. You're going to just lift. Now maybe this is where you stay for today. You want your 10-minute challenge to be accomplished, not just fuddled, right? Press your low back down, adding on. Lift the right leg. Lift the left leg. Lower the right leg. Lower the left. Now only the right leg lifts. Lift right, then left. So everything starts with the right. Lower right, lower left. Adding on, lift right, lift left, touch your right toe, touch your left. Now it'll be a little bit harder to keep scooped out as we add on. So make good choices. Keep that low back pressing down. Lift right, now pause with left up. Stretch right, stretch left. Now with the left leg you can hover low, medium or high, whatever keeps the belly down. You can also bend that knee, foot down. At any point you can modify. Now, twist to your right, come back to center. Bend your right knee, bend your left leg, touch the toe, twist right. Now we have it, we repeat. Stretch right, stretch left, twist right, come center. Bend right, bend left, twist right, press the back down, use those deep, deep core muscles, twist, come center, bend right, bend left, twist, now we add on. Stretch right, stretch left, pause here. Reach to the outside of your right leg, pause. Reach both hands to the inside of your right leg. Pause. You can stay slow or speed up. So go right, left, right. Turn your focus to that low belly and your low back. Feel your low back against the floor. This is your last one. When you reach left, hands to head for support or reach forward, shin tucks in. Scissor your legs together. Now the choice for the height of the legs depends on where your low back and belly are. If you need a little break, you can put that left leg down or you can scissor up high. If you need a little more, you can scissor low. That was your last one. Bend your right knee. We're almost there. We'll take a break in a moment. Now you're going to lower that right leg, tap your toe, bring it back up. Remember, that left knee can bend. You can put that foot down at any point. That low back must stay down. That low belly must stay scooped out, or we're not accomplishing what we need. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last one. Inhale, lower. Both knees in, lay back. Toes together, hands to shins. Open your knees apart, soften your shoulders. Roll your head from side to side. Now there are core muscles in the neck, deep in the neck. We do want to strengthen them, but not to the point of aching. So if your neck is what needs a rest, lay back, take a moment. Bring your knees together, fingertips to your head. Lift head and shoulders, press the belly down. Lower left, lower right. Now we're on the other side. Lift left, lift right, lower left, lower right. Now don't be shy about modifying. When we do the second side, we've already pre-exhausted those muscles. Don't be disappointed. Sorry, I messed up. Lower left, lower right. Don't be distracted or discouraged if you're more tired on the side. That is normal, and you will get stronger. Just keep showing up every day. Now to your toe. Lower toe, toe, left, right. 2 more. Lower left, lower right. Lift left, lift right. Pause here. Stretch the left leg long. Hovering the right leg high or low or down. Twist to the left. Come to center. Bend your left knee. Bend your right knee. Twist left. Come center. Stretch left. Stretch right. Twist left. Come center. Bend left. Bend right. Twist left. Come center. Last time, stretch left, stretch right. Pause here. Reach to the outside of your left thigh. Reach to the inside of your left thigh. Now you can stay slow or speed up. So you reach out, in. Just keep alternating at whatever speed feels right to you. Next one is your last one. Pause here. Again, you can support your head. Tuck in that chin or reach your arms, your choice. We scissor. Legs come up for a little ease and open. Legs come low for more difficulty. Or you meet somewhere in the middle, wherever your body dictates. Your body is telling you where you should be. Keep that low back down or take a break. 2 more. Last one. Pause. Bend your knee. Tap your toe. Now right now you should feel a real fire building. If you need that head support, go for it. I know I keep sticking my chin out, but it's hard to speak with a proper head position. Tap toe and lift. Last time, tap your toe, lay back. Make a circle on the ceiling with your knees. Circle the other way. Now your added bonus challenge, keep resting if you need to, or rock your way up. Moving on to Navasana. Oh my goodness. Keep your toes down, use your hands if needed. When you're ready, when the day comes, you just lift your legs. Keep that belly pulling in. Lower halfway, reach to Navasana. Lower halfway, reach and lift, we add on. Lower halfway, go onto your left leg, your left hip. Come back to center, Navasana. Lower, right hip, center. You're almost done. Navasana, this is the last big push. Hang on. Lower, left hip. Come back to center, open to a giant X, hollow body. Come back to prayer and Navasana one more time. Lower halfway, right hip. Come back to center, Giant X, oh my goodness, come back to prayer. Navasana, feet down, roll over your ankles, step back to tabletop. Now if you're doing just the core challenge, you could stop now, but I suggest you finish this next section to help strengthen your wrists and hands for when we come back that you're ready to go. So, cat and cow when you're ready. Lift your tailbone with the chin of your head, shoulder blades together with an inhale. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, chin to your throat, look at your belly button. Continue at your own pace. Add on whatever you like. If this feels better in your body to shift forward and back, or if your wrists have been bothering you, this can be done on your forearms as well. So don't miss out on this wonderful stretch for your spine because your wrists are a little tired. That's not unusual. Another option is you can come to your fingertips if you want a different angle for your wrists. Next one is your last one. So after your next cat, please come back to a neutral spine. Walk your knees together. Take your right leg back. Pause here a moment. Now, lift your left elbow to the ceiling. Think row. Point that left elbow up. Stretch your left arm to the side. Lift through your core. Lengthen your spine. Half bind. Back of your hand to the back of your waist, or whatever your body allows for. Left arm side. Left hand behind the head. Look forward. Lift that right heel. Put your left hand down. Keep the right leg up. We're going to half moon. Come onto your left hand. Right hand reaches to the sky. Now with that right foot, turn the toe down. Lift the heel a little higher. Right arm overhead. Take an inhale. Stretch long through your side body. Right hand back to the sky. Look down to your left hand. Right hand down. Right knee down. Other side. Left leg back. Flex your toes. Your hip bone is pointed down. Toes are pointed down. Lift that right elbow. Right arm out to the side. Half bind or whatever your body prefers. Back of the hand to the small of your back. Right hand to the side. Right hand behind your head. Look forward. Lift that left heel. Right hand down. Half moon. Find your balance point, so that you have your shoulders and your wrists stacked perpendicularly to the floor. Now, squeeze the outside of the glute, that sort of back pocket area. I have a friend who calls this the smile line. Anyway, heel higher than toe. Reach your left arm overhead. Come back to the ceiling. Look to your right hand. Left hand comes down, left knee comes down. Hovering table. Spin your elbow creases forward. Tuck your toes, hover your knees, and then down dog. Walk your dog, alternate your heels, or just breathe and be still in your dog. Find the down dog that works for you. Now, once you're in your down dog, take a moment, look at your hands or feel your hands. Spread the fingers wide. If you're on a rug like I am, your heels of your palms may be pressing down deeper than your fingers. That will lead to some pain and imbalance. So gently, maybe grip the mat with your hands or find the signal that you need to share that foundation through all parts of your fingers, palm and heel of the palm. Walk your feet forward toward your hands. At the top of your mat, we'll take ragdoll. Opposite hand to opposite elbow. Take a nice deep bend in your knees. Hang forward. Let your arms, your shoulders, your head be heavy. Take as deep a bend in your knees as you need. This will give you a nice stretch through your low back. Release your hands down to your mat. Tuck your tailbone, root to rise. Bring your pelvis into place and then roll up through each vertebrae. Float your arms overhead. Look up to your hands if your body's comfortable with a little back bend here. Release your hands to your sides. We'll take some sun A's, modify anything you like. Inhale and lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Hands to your mat, high plank pose. From here, shift forward, lower your knees. Keep that belly lifted, tailbone long, and lower all the way down. Elbows are pointing toward the back of your mat. 3 rounds of Cobra, strong legs. Inhale, lift head, chest, and shoulders. Exhale, lower down. 1 more time, Cobra. Maybe you lift a little higher. 3rd time through, if you want up dog, if you're ready, start with your Cobra and then keep going. Make sure your fingers are helping support you, not just the heel of the palm. Bend your knees. Let's shift back to child's pose just for a breath. Sorry, my mat is migrating. From your child's pose, shift forward to your table. Tuck your toes, down dog. So you can add your child's pose, you can lower your knees, you can do whatever you need to make your Sun A work for your body. Press to the balls of your feet, bend your knees. Hop, step, or walk, top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Tuck your tailbone, root to rise. Press your feet down, float your arms up and maybe your gaze. With your exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Hands to your mat, high plank. Knees can be up or down. Find your low plank or chaturanga. Lift your heart to Cobra or up dog. Bend your knees to child's pose for a breath if you like, or straight to down dog for 2 breaths. Long, full breaths, allowing your heels to melt toward the floor. Press to the balls of your feet, bend your knees. Hop, step, or walk, top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Tuck your tailbone, root to rise. Float your hands to the sky, lift out of the low back. Last one, exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. High plank to low plank, take your time. Use your exhale to lower. With an inhale, you find your up dog. And then on an exhale, make your way to down dog. We'll take a breath here, so anyone who's not here yet can finish. Press to the balls of the feet, bend your knees. Hop, step, or walk, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, moving on. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. On your exhale, half chair, arms sweep back, shoulder blades together. Inhale, chair. Now adding on, exhale, half chair, pause. Bring that right knee to flamingo. We're coming to Eka Pada Tadasana, so just stand up. Woo! We're wiggling, don't worry about it. Tap a toe down if you need to. Find your center. Use those core muscles to help hold you in place. Option to add a twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. So you're twisting toward the raised leg. Make your way back from your twist. Now we're going to take the knee to the side, any way you like. You could take your right hand to your knee and left arm to the side. You could take your toes and extend, Eka Pada Tadasana. You could come to tree. We'll be here for one more full breath. Whatever you're doing, breathe and lengthen through your spine. Slowly make your way back. Right leg comes forward. Stretch your right leg long. Lower your right leg down. Open your heart to the sky. Goalpost your arms. And now just flow through your spine into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Hands to the mat. Step to your high plank, no vinyasa, pause. Now from here, shift back, down dog. If your wrists are talking, check in. Make sure those fingers are helping you. Or take a break. Right leg up and back. Bend your knee. Open your hip. So in this 3-legged dog, we're trying to stack the hips perpendicularly while keeping the shoulders parallel to the mat and pressing the heart through to the thigh. Heart reaching to your left thigh, right leg stretches on. Square your hips. Right knee comes forward or stepping all the way through to warrior one. Take your time. Woo. Find your way all the way up. Take your fingertips, once you've found your legs, take your fingertips either side of your neck, elbows wide. Stretch your fingers to the ceiling. Lengthen out of your waistline. Come a little deeper in that right knee. Keep the spine long. Release your arms overhead. Release your arms behind your back. Intertwine your fingers. Loop your shoulders back and down. This is where you can use your strap or towel. You want those shoulders open. Keep the right knee steady. Humble warrior. Make your way all the way down. Take your time, breathe. Feel your feet. Press all four corners of each foot down to the mat. Think of scissoring your legs toward one another. With an inhale, find your way all the way back, warrior one. Release your hands down to your mat. Right leg goes up and back, three-legged dog. Vinyasa of choice. If you want to try scorpion tail, keep your leg up. Traditionally, right leg down for down dog. Wherever you are, shift forward, high plank to low plank. Be kind. Maybe you're not as strong today as you were yesterday. Lift your up dog and find your way back, down dog. Take a breath here. Shift forward to a high plank. Right knee goes down, and we're going to open to a supported side plank. Now we're going to work in side plank for a little bit here. I want you to take the choice that's best in your body. Keep that knee down if your wrist, shoulders, elbows, if anything's hurting. If you need more, you could float the knee right here. If you need a lot more, you could extend the leg in front. I don't need that today. I'm going to put my other leg down in a full side plank. Wherever you are, open your heart. Breathe, press out of that right shoulder. With your next inhale, stretch your left arm overhead. Left hand back to the ceiling. Take your gaze to your right hand. Slowly return to your high plank. From here, lower your knees down. If you need a break, and be honest, just sit back to your child's pose. If you're just rolling along and ready for more, come to your hovering table. We're headed to flip dog. Right leg will come back and go behind you. Keep your knees bent, hips low. Turn your toes to the back of your mat. This shoulder, left shoulder, and right shoulder stack perpendicularly. Left and right hip are parallel, so most of us have to lift our left hip higher. Look to your left hand. Right hand comes to left shoulder. Reach your right hand to the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes. Stay strong. Reach your right arm overhead. Come back. Hand to the ceiling. Look to your left hand. Find your way back. If you're in child's pose, please meet us in table. From table, everyone, stretch your right leg back. Bend your right knee so your toes pointed to the ceiling. Lift through your core. Now lift that right hip. So this is like that three-legged dog we did before. From here, right knee to right shoulder or tricep. Extend your right leg out to the side. So it's in a straight line-ish with your hands. From here, come up to this modified garden gate. We're modified because the leg is on a diagonal. Turn your toes so the top of your foot is facing the ceiling. If you have knee issues, stay stacked over that left knee. If you're fine, no medial meniscus problems, I could say that. Bend your right knee. Come to a warrior two. Sambala Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse your warrior, staying deep, hips reaching toward that right heel. Warrior 2. Side angle pose, right hand comes down. Now when you look down, you should be able to see a sliver of your right toe and right sort of bunion spot. Reverse warrior, stacking your spine over your left knee. Reach that right hand high. Breathe. Come back to your garden gate. Use your core for stability. Adjust that right foot if needed. We're going to take Adho Ustrasana, half camel. Half because there's the leg out. Fingers can be up or down. Draw your elbows together, shoulder blades together. Now drop your tailbone. Find those core muscles. Lift the pubic bone. With an inhale, lift your heart. Keep dropping the tailbone. Now, if you tend to get lightheaded, keep your gaze forward, back of the neck long. If you're not worried about it and you really like to back bend, then gently, gently lift out of your waist. And if the back bend happens, beautiful. Remember, if you drop your head back and you're a easily lightheaded person, come back, come back. With an inhale, make your way up. Use those core muscles to pull you to vertical. Bring your right knee down so you're kneeling. Sit back on your heels. You can always sit on a block. Hands on your thighs, palms up. Close your eyes. 2 breaths. One more breath here. Lengthen the low back. Feel those muscles release. Blink your eyes open. Walk your hands forward. Tuck your toes. Down dog. Yeah, it's a long one today. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten anything, I think. Right leg up and back. 3-legged dog. Now take your peek if this doesn't make sense. You're going to open your right leg to the side. Everything else stays the same. And then you lower the right leg to down dog. Twice more. Nice big circle. Pressing out of your shoulders. A right leg goes to the side. You can always bend the knee. Make this work in your body so you get some nice mobility through that right hip. After you've done the third one, we're going to step forward to a deep runner's lunge. So your foot's between your hands. Lower that back knee. You can release the toes, hands to your front thigh. Option to stay here. Bring your fingertips to your neck. Lift and lengthen out of your waistline. Now we're going to add on, make good choices. We're going to take bird of prey arms. Take your mudra, index finger to thumb. Angle your body forward. And then spread your wings. Open through the heart. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Activate those muscles between your shoulder blades. If you want more, if you're worried about cramping, please don't do this. But if you need more, bend that back knee. Just breathe. Squeeze the shoulder blades together like a swooping eagle or hawk looking at its prey, getting ready to dive. Release your hands down to your mat. Release your back toe. Stretch back. Long pyramid pose. Shift forward. Deep runner's lunge. One more time. Stretch back. Long pyramid pose. Deep runner's lunge. From here, fire up that back leg. Make your way to your high crescent lunge. Open to warrior 2. Just breathe. Reverse your warrior. Come to half moon pose. So you're going to shift onto that right leg. You could come to side angle if that's enough for you today. If you want half moon, you can use your hand on your block or chair. You can also use the floor. Once you have that left leg up, turn the left heel higher than the toes to the ceiling. One more breath. Look down to the floor in front of your right toes. Slowly make your way to airplane. For those of you who are strong balancers, float your arms. If you're like me, use your blocks, use your stool, use your chair. Find your airplane for just a moment. And release, standing split. Shiva squat, bend both knees. Stretch back, standing split. One more time. Bend both knees. Pause in your Shiva squat. Bring one or both hands to prayer. Take your hands back to the mat. Release your left foot down. Ah, doesn't that feel good? Toe heel your feet apart, hips distance. Pada Tadasana, peace fingers to your big toes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Release your hands from your toes. Toe heel your feet together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to chair. Congratulations, on the other side. Exhale, half chair. Inhale, chair. Next, half chair, pause. Lift that left knee. Don't be shy if you need help for your balance, or if you want to just work with it. When you're ready, stand up. Single leg Tadasana. Try to find your footing. Maybe you add the twist. Use your core. Pull in through your belly. Lengthen your low back. Just breathe. Find your way back. Arms overhead. Now we're going to take our side leg balance, whatever you want it to be. Open the knee to the side. Maybe you counterbalance right arm side. Breathe, lift. Remember, tree was an option. Eka Pada, or Eka Pada, nope. Eka Pada Tadasana. Oh goodness. It's not a vocabulary test. Let's just breathe. Bring your leg back to the front. Stretch your leg long. Lower it down. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Goal post your elbows. Flow through your spine. Fold over your legs. Inhale, half lift. Hands to your mat, high plank. No vinyasa, pause here. Shift back, down dog. Left leg, float it up and back, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open your hips. Now breathe into this. It should feel really good. Opening in this nice twist through your body. Stretch your left leg long. Square your hips. Left knee to your chest. We're stepping all the way forward. Warrior one. Find whatever position you need. We're not glued down. Your feet can be hips distance apart. You can have a short stance, a long stance. Whatever allows you to feel comfortable in your body. Fingertips to the sides of your neck, elbows wide. Traction your fingertips toward the ceiling. Lengthen, grow tall out of your waistline. Release your arms up. Come deeper in that left knee. Keep that long spine. Hands behind your back. Maybe you use your strap. Take your non-habitual grip. Other thumb on top. Shoulders back and open. Humble warrior when ready. So keep that left knee steady. Let your arms float high. Round over that leg. Try to not rest on the leg, but keep your core engaged. Press your feet down. Think of scissoring your legs together. Slowly find your way back. Reach your arms to the sky. Hands to your mat. Left leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Vinyasa of choice. If you want scorpion tail, you keep the leg up. Bend your elbows. Lift your heart up, dog. And then shift back. Down dog. Take a breath. Shift forward to your high plank. Left knee goes down. Come to your supported side plank. Now make a good choice here. If this left hand is not happy, come to your fingertips. Work here. If you need more, find the side plank that challenges you but doesn't take you beyond your strength for today. With an inhale, float your right arm overhead. Breathe into that long side body. Right hand to the ceiling. Look to your left hand. Ooh, tremor of truth. Right hand comes down to your mat. Find your high plank. From here, everyone please lower your knees. Option, you can come to your child's pose, or you can take flip dog with me. Start first in your hovering table. Left leg will come back behind the right. As you pivot around on the balls of the feet, knees are pointed same direction as toes. Now your hips are parallel to the floor or the ceiling. Your shoulders are twisted perpendicularly. Take your left hand to your right shoulder, look at your right hand. Lift your right hip. Stretch back to the ceiling with the left hand. Float your left hand overhead, breathe, strong glutes. Left hand to the ceiling. Look to your right hand. Keep your hips low, knees bent. Pivot all the way around. If you're in child's pose, please meet us. We're all on table. From here, left leg goes back. Bend the knee, toe to ceiling. Turn the knee out, stack your hips. Take the left knee to the left shoulder. Stretch your foot long. Take your time. If the other side if this doesn't work for you, you can stay here and stretch, or meet me up in garden gate. Turn your toes out, kneecap to the ceiling. Bend your knee if it's okay with the right knee. Warrior two, stay here, reverse warrior. Left arm comes up, hips come lower. Come back, warrior two. Side angle pose, nice opportunity to check the alignment. Left knee, you should be able to see a sliver of that left toe. Come back, reverse, warrior two, now reverse warrior, stacked over that right knee. Leg stays solid. Left arm up and back. Please return to your garden gate, left knee is bent. Adho Ustrasana, half camel. Fingertips up, down, or any bind behind you that you like. Tuck your tailbone downward. Booty. Belly lifted. Lift your heart. Shoulder blades together, elbows together. Lift. If you feel dizzy at any time, sit down. If you tend to get lightheaded, keep your gaze forward, but maybe find some aspect of a back bend, or maybe just lift your heart so much it leads to a back bend. With your next inhale, come back to a vertical neutral spine. Left knee comes down. Sit down on your heels or a block. Hands on your thighs, palms up. Just breathe. With your next breath, think of lengthening your low back. See if that releases and stretches those lumbar muscles. Walk your hands forward. Tuck your toes, down dog. From your down dog, left leg goes up and back. And now we circle the leg to the side, so nothing moves but that leg. You can bend the knee if you need to. But if I took a picture of you and just erased your left leg, it would look like you're just holding a down dog. 3 times, 1 more to go. After your third one, you're going to step all the way through deep runner's lunge. And you can help yourself anytime like I just did. Lower that back knee. Setting up for your bird of prey with all your options. You could just stay right here. Grow, lift, lengthen out of your neck. Open your heart. Angle your body forward, index finger to thumb. Now, like a bird spreading its wings, you open your arms wide. If and only if you need more, bend that back knee. If you're cramping in that right hamstring, release it down. Breathe, soar. Spread your fingertips higher to the ceiling. Release your hands down. Tuck your back toe. Stretch back. Long pyramid pose. And shift forward, deep runner's lunge. And again, if you want a different variation, you know what I mean. If you want Anahata, or if you want Adho Hanuman, feel free to take it. Your half split. Now pause. Reach your arms back. We're coming to our high crescent lunge. Open to warrior two. Breathe. Float your left arm back, reverse warrior. We're on our way to half moon. You could take side angle and stay, or you can shift forward onto that left foot. Lift your right leg. Wow, that's squishy. Lift your right leg with the right heel higher than the toe. So lift the nice edge to the ceiling, and then rotate your heel higher. Open your heart. Slowly make your way to airplane pose. Take your time, float your arms or use an assist. Just breathe. Now standing split. Shiva squat, bend both knees, right knee comes next to left, and stretch back. One more time. Shiva squat. Standing split. Shiva squat, pause at the bottom. Take one or both hands to prayer. Maybe just for a second. Hands down. Right foot down. Ah, holy moly. That was a long one, yeah? Toe heel your feet apart to the width of your mat. We'll come down to a nice deep squat Navasana. If your knees don't like to bend this much, I know, I hope you're getting sweaty too. I made it warm in here though, I cheated. Option for crow. Make sure you have space in front of you or step back if you need more room. Hands down. If you've never done crow, please watch and think if this is the right one for you today. You can always wait till we're back together and I'll teach you in person. Bend your knees. Your weight will start shifting toward your hands, knees to triceps. Now from here, you just keep shifting forward, looking forward. Maybe one toe comes up, maybe the other one. Just breathe. When you're done, everyone, let's meet in a forward fold. Option for one last vinyasa. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Tuck your tailbone, root your eyes, arms reach, heart lifts. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Hands to your mat, high plank. You can take chaturanga or skip it. Honestly, I'm going to skip it. You can come straight to your up dog if you like. And we'll all meet in down dog. We're on our way to half pigeon. Right leg goes up and back. Right knee comes forward, outside of the shin on your mat. Now you're trying to line up your hips more or less square, perpendicular to the top of the mat. If your knee is hurting, take it on your back. Or, well, for those of you who are ready, half pigeon, walk your hands forward. Or you can come to a pinwheel. Bring that back knee forward. 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Walk your heart over your thigh. And then over time, that will deepen into a full half pigeon. Full half pigeon. Listen for your breath. As you can hear in the music, we're on the home stretch. One more deep breath here. Start to walk your hands back in. Tuck your back toes, squeeze your elbows in, lift your core to lift your leg, and stretch back. Three-legged dog. We're not going to flip today, we already did. So you can just take a few circles at the knee. When you're ready, come to your down dog, and we'll take the other side. Left leg goes up and back. Bring your left knee to your chest by using your core. Lightly, lightly set it down. Adjust, come to your pinwheel, back leg to the side, or just walk your hands forward. Melt over that left leg. Let your head rest on your mat, or a block, or a towel. Whatever will allow the full weight of your head to be supported. Let that translate to your shoulders, your neck, and your jaw softening. Let that softness spread down to your hips. One more deep breath. Listen to your breath and feel your breath in your half pigeon. Start to walk your hands back in. Tuck your toes behind, elbows to your side. It's your last push before we stretch. Belly to spine, lift up and back. Three-legged dog. Maybe take a circle. Sorry, I'm slipping off this tiny mat. Take a circle or two with that left knee. Lower your left leg. This is your last down dog for the day. Really push all the way from your fingers, not just your palms. Stretch long, sit bones to ceiling. Take a little baby bend in those knees and lengthen your spine. From here, please walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. Once you are there, toe heel your feet apart, wide. We're just going to transition from a nice deep squat down to a seat. So once you're down, just sit back with your knees bent, feet flat. Tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin, rolling all the way down through your spine. Once you're down on your back, take your right knee to your chest, hands to shin. Hug that knee closely. Feel the length in your low back. Keep that length and stretch your left leg long. Try to soften your shoulders. Option to stay here or to stretch your right leg long. Now, if you're using a strap, you could use it now, or just use your hands. You could be on your calf, on your thigh, at your foot, your choice. Hold your right leg in some manner with your right hand, left arm to the side. Open your right leg to the side. Try to keep both hips and both shoulders on the floor. And think of lengthening the back of your neck and engaging your core to support this position. Bring your leg back in front of you. Bend the knee. Lengthen your low back. Squeeze the thigh to your chest closely, or maybe slightly out toward your right shoulder. Let's come into a twist. You can just take a traditional twist, right leg across the body, adjust shoulders if needed. Or you can make this to any twist you like. If you have a favorite twist, take it now. Breathe and open and soften through that right shoulder and the right side of your chest. One more full breath here. Slowly make your way onto your back, right knee to the chest. Keep your right knee here. Bring the left leg up to join it, changing sides. First, put your right foot flat on the floor. Hug the left thigh closely, hands on shins. Feel the length in the low back. Keep it there. Stretch your right leg long to your wind clearing pose. Now, if you really keep that long low back, you may feel a nice stretch through your hip flexors as well with your leg extended, as well as just the low back, which is what is our real focus here. Option to stay or extend that left leg. Take a nice breath, soften through the shoulders, maybe gently move your head or neck. Supporting your left leg with a strap or your hand in any location on the leg. Open the right arm to the side. Open the left leg to the side. Try to keep all shoulders and hips, both shoulders and hips on the floor. Try to keep the back of your neck long and your shoulders wide. Gently bring your leg back in front of you. Bend the knee. Hug the knee for a moment. Release and relax those low back muscles. And then come into your twist. Adjust your shoulders if you like. Once you've found your twist, release your arms to the side. Now just breathe and soften. Let gravity do the work for you. Check back in with your breath. It should be smooth and full. One more deep breath here. Slowly return to your back. Once you're on your back, I'll cue legs up the wall for any of you who've never done it and want to try an inversion. I'll also cue happy baby. For legs up the wall, you'll want a block or rolled up towel or something like that. If you don't have it today, don't worry about it. You can do it the next time you run through this. So once you're on your back, bring your right knee to your chest. If you want happy baby, you'll go there now. Hands can be to the outsides of your feet or your thighs or your shins, anywhere that allows your shoulders to remain wide. If you're holding your feet by tucking up the shoulders, please release back, bend your elbows, and just stay for a moment. If you want legs up the wall, and you can stay in happy baby. For legs up the wall, feet flat, lift your hips, take a block or your rolled up towel behind your sacrum, behind your pelvic girdle. Release your weight onto the block or the towel. One at a time, stretch your legs to the ceiling. And we're trying to be as passive as possible in legs up the wall. So what that means is you're using only enough muscle engagement to hold your legs up. They can be straight, they can be bent. It should feel good on your low back. It should start to feel a little tingly in your toes. You're welcome to stay in your inversion for Shavasana if you like, but I'll cue us out of this. If you're in legs up the wall, bend both knees toward your chest. If you're in happy baby, bring both knees toward your chest and hug them. Legs up the wall, one at a time, take your feet to the floor. Lift your hips and remove your block, lowering your hips down. If you just came from legs up the wall, hug your knees to your chest. If you're already with your knees to your chest, let's all lift our forehead toward knees, curling up the tiniest ball possible. Take a deep, deep breath in, and then exhale, release to Shavasana. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. I'm running a few minutes late here, so this will be a brief Shavasana. Let's find a few moments of stillness. If you're coming out of Shavasana now, please start to find some small movements in your body. You could wiggle your fingers, stretch your toes, make a few circles at your wrists or ankles. Before lifting your head, gently roll your head from side to side. If you like, stretch your arms overhead. Take an inhale, take a full body stretch, fingers to toes. And then roll onto your side into a little fetal position just for a moment until you're ready to come back to a seat. When you're ready to return to a tall seat, just find your way there. Once you've found your tall seat, please take your fingertips one last time to the sides of your neck. With an inhale, lengthen your spine, lengthen all the way up from your sit bones, elbows are wide. Keep that length of spine, release your hands to prayer. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for your hard work, and I hope to see you tomorrow for our daily core challenge. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. We'll get through this together. Namaste.